In 1933, amid the Great Depression, struggling New York City performer Ann Darrow is hired by filmmaker Carl Denham, who is facing financial difficulties, to star in a movie alongside actor Bruce Baxter. Ann is initially reluctant, but changes her mind when she learns that her favorite playwright, Jack Driscoll, is the screenwriter. They begin filming on the SS Venture, which Carl claims is heading to Singapore, but in reality, he plans to shoot on the enigmatic Skull Island. Captain Engelhorn, in charge of the ship, begins to reconsider the journey due to concerns among the crew. During the voyage, Ann and Jack develop a romantic relationship. The Venture receives a radio message telling Captain Engelhorn that there's a warrant for Carl's arrest because he defied the studio's orders to stop filming. They're instructed to go to Rangoon, but the ship gets lost in fog and ends up on Skull Island. Carl and his film crew, including cameraman Herb, assistant Preston, actor Bruce Baxter, and boom operator Mike, explore the island and are attacked by native people who kill Mike and another crew member. Engelhorn saves the crew, but as they prepare to leave, a native sneaks onto the ship and kidnaps Ann. The natives plan to offer Ann as a sacrifice to Kong, a massive 25-foot-tall ape. Jack realizes Ann is missing, and they return to the island to rescue her, but Kong takes Ann into the jungle. Carl is determined to film Kong after catching a glimpse of the giant ape. Ann impresses Kong with her juggling and dancing, realizing his intelligence and emotions. Captain Engelhorn arranges a rescue mission, led by his first mate Hayes and Jack, with Carl, Herb, Baxter, and Preston joining. During the mission, they become trapped between a group of Brontosaurus baxteri and predatory Venatosaurus civiticus, resembling Utah raptors, leading to Herb and some others being killed in a stampede. Baxter and others retreat to the ship. The group continues through the jungle, but Kong attacks, causing them to fall into a ravine where Hayes and most of the rescue party, as well as Carl's camera, are lost. Kong saves Ann from 3 Tyrannosaurus-like creatures called Vastatosaurus rex and takes her to his mountain den. The remaining rescuers face giant insects in the ravine, resulting in the deaths of 2 more crew members. However, Preston, Carl, Jack, and Hayes' apprentice Jimmy are rescued by Baxter and Engelhorn. Jack goes to find Ann on his own, while Carl decides to capture Kong. Jack finds Kong's lair, accidentally wakes him up, but manages to escape with Ann. They reach a wall with Kong chasing them. Ann pleads with the crew not to harm Kong, but he kills several sailors before being knocked out by Carl using chloroform. In New York City that winter, Carl showcases Kong, the 8th Wonder of the World on Broadway, with Baxter and a captured Kong as the stars. Ann, who declined to participate, is replaced by an anonymous chorus girl. Kong becomes agitated by the absence of Ann in camera flashes, breaking free from his chains and causing chaos in the theater. He escapes and rampages through the streets of New York in search of Ann, eventually finding her. The U.S. Army intervenes, and Kong attempts to find safety by climbing to the top of the Empire State Building with Ann. 6 Navy planes arrive and engage in a battle with Kong. He manages to take down 3 of them, but is fatally injured by their gunfire and falls. Jack reaches the top of the building to comfort Ann. Meanwhile, civilians, police, and soldiers gather around Kong's lifeless body on the street. One onlooker mentions that the airplanes were responsible. Carl makes his way through the crowd, glances at Kong one last time, and remarks, "It wasn't the planes, it was beauty that caused the beast's demise," before he departs.